Hi, this is Anita from Reluctant Low Carb Life. If any of you have been listening to me, you know that I'm a great advocate for eating fresh foods. And you might ask, well, why? Why are you an advocate for eating fresh foods? Well, first of all, if you eat fresh foods, chances are you're eating, better and more low carb than you normally would if you are eating all type processed foods. Let's talk about, first of all, what does fresh food mean? Fresh food, isn't just about crisp lettuce or farmer market carrots. It means foods that are unprocessed and as close to their natural state as possible. Foods that are free from artificial additives. You can think about things as vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and animal products that haven't been altered with chemicals or preservatives. When food is fresh, it retains its nutrients. Vitamins like vitamin C and B complexes, are sensitive to heat and storage. So, the minerals can degrade over time, or their nutrients have been taken out of them, or they supposedly said they put some nutrients in but didn't really. The longer food sits on a shelf or gets pushed through factory machinery, the less nutritious it becomes. It really is very scary to me that if somebody could have an ultra-processed food in their drawer or in their pantry, and a year later it's still considered to be good to use. That sort of scares me a bit. If something is that ultra-processed, is it really food? One of the reasons why ultra-processed is so, eating food that is not ultra-processed is so important is it helps with the digestive system. That, it helps you be able to digest things better, your gut bacteria. It also helps with your blood sugar. Fresh foods versus processed foods can, help be able to stabilize your blood sugar better. I eat a lot of multi-processed foods. Then suddenly my sweet tooth goes up really high and I want to eat stuff that's sweet. And then, of course, I know that's not good for me. But if I eat fresh food, then I feel full longer. I have higher satiety. I just overall feel better. There's a lot more nutrients in the fresh food themselves. And, and it's really like those nutrients can be able to help you to, just better process the foods throughout your entire body. This is why we need to get back to fresh food. And fresh foods don't have to be complicated. But generally speaking, yes, if you are going to get to fresh foods, you probably need to learn to cook. Not just open a package and heat something up. That is not cooking. You're going to need to learn to chop vegetables. You're going to need to learn to cook. But the great thing about it is there's so much available today on YouTube and other places where you can really teach yourself to cook if you don't know how to cook. They will teach you everything from how to boil an egg to more complicated dishes. I love going on YouTube and looking at recipes and what people are doing there. You can do that too. You can learn. There's some of them that do it step by step where all you really have to do is just follow them and get the ingredients and just try it out. You need to also focus on your plate when you're looking at this too. Half the plate should be fresh vegetables. 1/4 should be protein. 1/4 should be grains. And then you can have extras such as fats. That is a very good plate to be able to have if you're thinking about what is your ideal plate. That half your plate should be vegetables that you should have onto your plate itself so that you're eating a lot of vegetables. Vegetables are extremely important, as are eating some fresh fruits. If you'd like to be able to learn more about this, we have a blog we've written on this called Why Fresh Food is the Foundation of Any Successful Diet and Health Plan. We will put a link to that in the description below that you'll be able to check that out. And if you have not yet, we hope that you'll subscribe, that you'll join with us and be part of our community. We'd love to have you be on this journey with us as we looked at the trifecta of health, which is eating fresh foods, foods that help you feel full longer, and fitness.